Hello everyone, it's Seji and I'm back! It has been quite a long time. I'm feeling a bit rusty. I've been gone for I think like 4 weeks and I haven't really made like a proper video for about 6 or 7 weeks. So I've been gone because I've been working a lot on FORTNIGHT FRIGHTS and the process has been really stressful and it took way longer than I had expected, and at that point I just didn't really feel, I guess, good enough or like chilled out enough to actually make a video. But now that we're really close, like exactly 2 weeks away from the readathon, I'm feeling quite alright. Most of the stuff has already been done, so here today with a new video. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about the anime 2024 season. So in recent times I have really been getting back into manga. I've been in a bit of a reading slump, so reading manga has been incredibly relaxing for me, really cathartic, and so I figured why not start watching anime again. So yeah, I am really excited for the fall season. I have a couple of series and movies that I'm looking out for in particular, and today I wanted to tell you about them. But before I do, I will show you what I'm wearing. So today I am wearing a cat shirt. It has loads of cats on it with cute cat toys and stuff like that, and wearing it just makes me super happy because I love cats so much. And I paired it with a pair of jeans. Okay, so let's get into the anime. The first one is Jujutsu Kaisen and it is the adaptation of a manga. I read the first volume a couple of months ago and I remember quite liking it, but it not being something I was particularly excited about. But just seeing the anime trailer come out and just seeing people really excited for it, I figured, I think this is going to be a really good one. So yeah, let me just tell you about the story. It follows this high school boy named Yuji Itadori. Now, Yuji is incredibly strong and therefore all of the sports clubs want to have him, but he just isn't interested in being in a club particularly, so he joins the occult research club where he can just chill out and leave whenever he wants. So one day the club manages to get a hold of a talisman and they take off the seal, which basically summons loads and loads of monsters. And in order for Yuji to save his club members, his friends, he decides to eat the talisman, which essentially is a rotting finger. So he becomes the host of an incredibly powerful curse or entity, and you have these people called Jujutsu sorcerers who exorcise these demons, these curses, and they're about to basically kill Yuji since he's now become a host. But then turns out that Yuji is so strong that he still has a lot of control of his body, and so it's decided that Yuji has to find all the talismans of this particular curse. So he has to find all these rotting fingers and eat them so that they can kill him and basically vanquish this curse from the face of the earth. And yeah, that's what this series is all about. Then the next one is also an adaptation of a manga, namely To Your Eternity. And the reason that I'm really excited for this one is because I think that it has the potential of being like this really epic and adventurous story. And also I know that a lot of the manga readers are really excited for this one. To add to that, the creator of the manga, Yoshitoki Oima, also created a silent voice, and I know that loads and loads of people really enjoyed that one as well. So the story is about this mysterious and immortal being named Fushi. Now Fushi is sent to Earth being completely devoid of any emotion or identity. Now, what's so peculiar about fushi is that it can take the shape of anything. So it can be a sphere, a bear, it can even take the form of a rock. So at one point, Fushi meets this boy who is traveling the northern part of America while it's in the shape of a wounded wolf. And that's basically where their adventure starts. So I guess they're traveling throughout the northern part of America together. But yeah, that's everything I know about the series. I watched the trailer, which seemed really interesting, and I got the first volume of the manga in English, and I realized that it was so expensive. I think I paid about 12 euros for it. And then I found out that the German translation goes for about 6 or 7 euros per volume, so I decided to get volumes 2 through 5 in German. So I'm really looking forward to watching both the anime and reading the manga. Another series I'm very much looking forward to is called Adachi and Shimamura, and this is an adaptation of a light novel series, I believe. It centers around two girls in high school who skip school very often, and they just spend their time together doing, I guess, whatever, and that's kind of like how their friendship starts, and it slowly develops towards more. And yeah, I'm just super excited for it because I've been reading loads and loads of like romance manga, and I'm really enjoying it like so much. It's just nice to see two people fall in love. So yeah, that's why I'm really excited for it. So, and I think I'm most looking forward to getting to know their personalities and yeah, the relationship, of course. Then the last series that I'm really looking forward to is Moriarty the Patriot, and this is the adaptation of a manga that is based on the books of Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, more specifically the Sherlock Holmes novels. And this series focuses on Moriarty, who is the arch nemesis of Holmes. But here he is actually the protagonist. So we look at his life before all of like the Holmes stuff happened. He's working as a young mathematics professor, but on the side he is actually the leader of this group who would like to see society essentially burnt down to the ground and rebuilt in like their own image, vision, if that makes any sense. So yeah, that's what the series is all about. Now, besides series, I also have a couple of movies that I'm really interested in, and the first one is Burn the Witch, or Banza Witchy, and it is based on a manga that was created by Tite Kubo, who also created the Bleach series, which I binged several years ago and remember really enjoying. And apparently Burn the Witch is also set in the Bleach universe, but from what I've read, like I've only read the manga one shot so far, it doesn't really seem like there's any overlap at all. At least I didn't recognize anything. But yeah, let me just tell you what this story is all about. It's set in London, and in this world you have entities called dragons that used to be the leading cause of death for humanity. But these dragons can't be seen by everyone, and so it was decided that they would recruit everyone who could see these dragons and would put them in what is called reverse London, which is like, I don't know, kind of like, it seems to be like a shadow version of like actual London. And in this place you have people who monitor and regulate these dragons so that they don't kill everyone. And so you follow these two girls named Nini and Noelle, and they work for Wingbind, which is the organization that really controls these dragons. And yeah, that's what the movie is all about. So like I said previously, I had read the one shot a couple of weeks ago. I read it on the Viz Media website. So basically, Viz Media simultaneously publishes Shonen Jump in English online, so you can read the magazine there. And yeah, if you get a subscription, you can read up to 100 chapters a day, which is a lot. And yeah, I've been doing that for a couple of weeks now and have really been enjoying it. Also, I'm not sponsored by Viz to say this, I just really enjoy the service. It's like $2 a month, so you definitely get your money's worth if you actually read loads and loads of manga. Anyway, what was I saying? Yes, I read the one shot and I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool getting to know the world and stuff, so I'm really looking forward to watching the movie. Then I have a movie that is actually based on a novel by Seiko Tanabe, and it's called Josee, the Tiger and the Fish, and it's about this university student called Tsuneyo. He is walking on the street and all of a sudden he sees a pram going down a hill and colliding with like a traffic obstacle. So he runs to the pram and he finds out that there's actually a woman in it wielding a kitchen knife. So eventually the grandmother of this woman catches up with the pram and she tells Tsuneyo that her granddaughter Kumiko has lost the ability to walk, and so very often she takes her out in a pram in the morning. And yeah, Tsuneyo, who becomes fascinated with Kumiko and her strong will, starts to regularly visit her, and that is the start of a friendship. And I just like the premise. It makes me feel warm inside, so I'm really looking forward to watching this one. Then finally, the last anime that I wanted to talk about is Kimi wa Kanata, and this is about a girl named Mio who isn't able to confess her love to her childhood friend called Arata. Then one day they have this fight about something quite trivial, and so when things have sort of settled down, she decides to go out in the rain to make up. But she gets into a traffic accident, and when she wakes up, she finds that the world isn't quite the same. And that's everything I know about it. It can really go either way, but yeah, I'll just have to see. I think it comes out in November, so I still have some time to wait. Anyway, that was everything I wanted to talk about. As always, thank you so much for watching. If you do enjoy the content that I make on this channel, perhaps consider becoming a Patreon, or if you're not interested in that, perhaps like donate a coffee maybe? Okay, I'm being really weird, but yes, thank you again so much for watching, and I hope to see you in another video. Also, I completely forgot to mention that if you think that there's an anime out there that I should watch, please do let me know in the comment section. I am always open to suggestions. I think I myself am going to try out the first episode of a couple of series that I haven't mentioned. So yeah, I will be talking about my first impressions in a couple of days. Okay.